What is it about one that you didn't that you didn't like?
A little bit of it was the way I looked.
Well, let's get it out of the way.
Well, okay. I don't know. You know, when the first time you do anything, and even though it wasn't technically our first time podcasting, but the set was different.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't we didn't find the vibe yet, and I didn't want to lead with the non-vibe.
And when you told me that, you know what my thought was?
What?
Hey, my new partner doesn't want something. I'll back her up. But also, since we recorded it and we have it.
Yeah.
And all right, calm down, everybody. I could hear the people at home saying, we want to see it. We want to see it.
No, I know the demands have been high.
Let's show it. I also do think it's important that we let them know, like we are right now, this was actually the first one we recorded of this format.
Yes.
And you didn't want to lead with it. That's fine. But here it is, the lost first episode.
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Check it out. Okay.
All right.
So should we? That's about enough. We've done enough time, right?
No, we should give them more.
Do I look okay?
Yeah, I think your whole brand is that you look okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, look at that close up.
I'm a little nervous because
You're a little what, nurse?
Nervous because my hair is very greasy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So if it looks greasy on camera, it's not.
I think your hair looks really good. Don't you think she looks really pretty?
Thank you.
Oh man, next to me too. I look like a.
Ooh.
I know. And go back to the. What do you call yourself again? Yeah, look at you. People aren't watching this because we're both good looking.
That's okay. True.
They're listening to this because I'm funny.
And that's pretty freeing for me.
Yeah, take the lead. Let's see how this works.
I was thinking, okay, the first time that you asked me to do your Pacheco podcast,
first
literal original,
right, 2019ish.
Yeah, that was actually the first day that I ever had a migraine, and I remember I canceled on you, and I was like, wow, that's so weird, and now looking back, I think that
I give you a headache.
Having to do the podcast with you gave me my first migraine.
Wow. And have you been getting them since?
So, not a lot, but like sometimes.
Do you think it could be the fact that you've never drank water? Like even when you were pretending to, you threw it to the side and you're just drinking your coffee. Tell me the truth. Do you drink water every day? And I don't mean like putting water in your, whatever. That's crazy.
What?
What do you drink when you wake up?
So I would, like, in a perfect world, I would drink Sprite.
Yeah. So you drink Sprite when you wake up.
Well, my world is perfect.
You look so good.
Thank you. I feel the same. By the way, I gotta say, very cool shirt.
This is Sal Vulcano's shirt.
Very cool. What's with you and him? You're wearing shirts of him everywhere. Like, what's that about? What happened with you guys?
He has the best shirts. So he's done my podcast a couple of times. Last time he did it, he gave me a couple of shirts, and the brand, I don't remember the name, but tell me what this.
So you just wear free clothes?
I almost only wear my merch, mine and friends. Seriously.
The way you're.
What is his brand?
Oh, Comfort. Yeah, those make nice shirts.
Comfort Colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of my favorite shirt is merch. Here's a shout out to him. He advertised my podcast like when I first started. Hemp Zotics is their name. Mm-hmm. They're hemp CBD.
It's that?
No, but his shirt is this brand.
Oh.
And it's like my favorite shirt. So Sal brought some merch over, and there's two shirts, this and the one with his face on it, and it's this brand. I love them.
You are getting so energized by it, and it's making me sad.
I'll remember what I was saying. Why do you get sad that I get energized? You want to bring everyone down to your miserable level?
No. No, I'm not miserable anymore.
You seem all right. I think since you have an eating disorder again, things have been better.
I do not have an eating. First of all, I don't have an eating disorder.
What, do you only eat Taco Bell for breakfast now?
First of all, you have an eating disorder.
Burn. Oh yeah, that's funny. You have an eating disorder.
No. Just wait. I have proof ready to go.
What are you pulling up my Jumods account?
No, better than that. Do you think I would just no? I have a screen grab that I've been waiting to whip out on you, and I'm so glad.
Careful.
Why?
Just whipping things out on me.
No, I can't find it.
Oh, you're just scrolling through just pictures of different sprites that you've had by the side of your bed.
Cranberry Sprite, which I really wish they would make that permanent.
So are we burying the lead? Should we tell people what's happening right now?
Yeah, no, you tell them.
Esther.
What? We're dating. Rick and
I
are together.
We're dating.
We're together.
We fooled around a little bit.
Ew, to call it that?
Well, what else could we ever possibly do?
Is this the 70s? Fooled around.
I feel like if you and I were to have ever hooked up, it would be fooling around. You know, it's just like on top of each other, being fools. But yeah, we are officially an item. And by item, I mean we are bringing back Rick and Esther Have a Time.
Maybe.
Yeah, of course, maybe. I think if this is episode 200, we would still say maybe. So we're really excited to be doing this thing, maybe. What's the picture?
Okay, I found it. So you tweeted on 5/11, not to be confused with 9/11.
Right. Why would anybody confuse that with 9/11?
1:30 a.m. I'm stoned and so full. I finally got up to clean and throw the donut box away, comma. When I look in the pizza box and there are 2 pieces left, I think don't eat anything else, go to bed. Then I said out loud, I want it, and I devoured it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I earned that. It's my weekend gluten. It's 5/11 a weekend? Let me see.
Yeah, but it's just you act like I'm the one with all the eating issues.
I don't think you have an eating issue. I'm only saying that based on your branding. You're always talking. I honestly, I'm going to say something sincere and you're going to make fun of me, fine. I honestly think you're one of the most beautiful women I've ever met. I do. I think your smile is pretty. I think your posture is pretty. I think your proportions are great.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at you.
And I think you look like a dentist.
You know, there is a dentist whose name is Dr. Rick Glassman.
Really?
Yeah.
Would he be interested in starting a podcast with me?
Maybe. I think that if you got your teeth fixed.
I did.
Who fixed them?
Well, now it's currently they're in the hands of Dr. Lau, but
Shout out to Dr. Lau. We'll put his Instagram handle
I
up
go
here.
to the dentist in Skokie. Do you still go to the dentist in Ohio?
No, I don't. My mom doesn't set up my dentist appointments anymore.
That's really?
Mm-mm. When is Dave going to start setting up your doctor appointments? Has Dave and your dad talked about this yet?
No, but they are having conversations about
Switching over, like, so you could be on Dave's phone plan? Are you on your parents' phone plan still?
Yeah, are you?
No.
Oh.
Actually, yes.
I pay my portion though. I bet you don't.
Oh, I give my, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So my dad's,
Should this podcast be called Midwest Jews? No.
I think
But
that's how people will see it.
I do think that is the one thing we have in common. And I think Midwest Jews are kind of like a rare, underrepresented Jew.
I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, my dad's work covers their phones and mine too.
Oh.
Yeah, but I do pay them.
Does the IRS know?
What?
Does
I don't think you know how that works. It's just does his business know, do you mean?
No.
And I don't think so maybe they're not watching. But we do give them a lot of free Marshall Rod commercials.
Right.
But yes,
right.
I pay for it.
A couple, maybe like last summer, because you and we podcasted recently when you were on Trash Tuesday, but we didn't really.
I know.
Oh, okay. We haven't really like podcasted one-on-one in kind of years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Since, the whole thing. But since then, my dad was at a casino in Wisconsin because he's self-imposed.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was listening. I really was. I was really trying to be present with you. Go ahead.
So, my dad, a man in the casino, knew you. He said, "Oh, do you know Richard Glassman?" It was like your dad's friend. I don't know how it came up. I don't remember because the story was so long ago, but now is the first time I saw you.
I love that.
Really?
Do you want to get your dad on the phone and ask him to tell that story?
No, I feel like he'll like it too much.
But don't you think it might benefit our podcast if your parents were on it more, considering how you can't carry your own comedy?
This feels like It's just he's really old now, and so it's hard.
Oh, no. Never mind.
No?
I don't know. What are you're trying to sell me against it by saying he's old?
Okay. I'll look better next week.
Yeah. Probably.
They were going to get dinner at 3:30.
Yeah. They are old, huh?
How old are your parents?
50.
No, they're not. You're 50.
I'm 22.
How old are your parents?
I don't talk about my parents.
You don't?
Your call has been forwarded.
So that went well.
I'll call my dad. I'll ask him to tell the story.
Your dad wasn't there.
He goes to casinos a lot.
Really? He does?
Oh, yeah. He loves it.
Wait, what does he do there? What does he do at the casinos?
Does their flooring.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
My dad's so popular. Dad, I'm on a podcast with, you remember that dude we went to Casa Vega with years ago? Esther Povitsky?
Esther! You're not on with Esther, are you?
Oh, yeah. Say hi.
Hi, Mr. Glassman.
Esther, you don't have to call me Mr. Glassman.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Glassman was my father.
Dr. Glassman.
Call me Dr. Glassman.
And Esther, can I say something to you?
Yes.
I think you're beautiful, cute, and adorable. And all the shit my son gives to you is not deserved.
Yeah.
Thank
I do
you.
like your
But I do think you
rapport
put on
between the
some.
two of you. Yeah.
What did he say
But
was the last
you
thing?
are the cutest little girl I know, Esther, and I love the way you've grown up.
Oh
I'm very proud of you.
Dad, do you want to sing her that song that you told me about before? Do we give a little bit of it that you were singing?
I mean, Esther is the best. Esther is the best. I love Esther because she's so pretty and so smart. That song?
Yeah. And how does the hook go?
Esther is so smart. Esther is so pretty. I love Esther.
Is there anything you want to plug?
No plugging today. Just happy. Can I date this, or can I say Memorial Day weekend? Or that's bad.
Yeah, but we better not.
Okay.
What does your dad play at
don't wish
casinos?
anybody a happy Memorial Day weekend. Maybe happy July 4th, everybody.
Oh, right, because it might come out around then.
Yes.
He
I'm so
plays
glad
craps.
you two are together. I love you two together. I wish you'd do a movie together.
What would we pitch us? What kind of movie we would do, and what type of characters or
Well,
relationship we would have?
Okay, I think it would be close to I've Got Mail, and you and Esther have a hostile relationship to each other. You know each other, and that you've been conversing like that, and you find out it's each other, and you can write the ending.
All right, thanks for the idea, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
no
called.
problem.
We tried to call Esther's dad, but
He didn't answer.
he didn't answer.
Well, please tell Mr. Povitsky I said hello. Or
I
doctor.
will. I think you guys should be friends. You're both in the Midwest.
You know, if this podcast works, we should do an episode where you
absolutely,
do an impression of
yes.
me the whole time, and Mr. Povitsky does an impression of Esther the whole time.
Or we just do one with the four of us.
Yeah, but who?
Does Mr. Povitsky have same social habits as me?
What are they?
He does. Does Mr. Povitsky drink warm liquids?
No.
That's not what I was concerned with. Does
Marijuana?
yes?
No, he's sober, but he's a fun time still.
I don't care. Will he be upset if I smoke pot in front of him?
No.
Okay, I'll give him a Banaka buzz.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you. Thanks for calling. Good
Bye,
luck.
Mr.
Bye.
Glassman.
All right, bye-bye.
Your voice when you talk to my dad, or I assume parents, is different than your regular voice. Do you have a voice when you talk to a waiter or waitress that's also different?
No, that I'm very much myself.
Let me see. I'm gonna play a waiter.
Okay. But wait, you understand that I'm going to be your stepmom, right?
How so?
Okay, just move on.
Yeah,
then.
maybe I'm missing something. What do you mean?
No, nothing. I didn't.
There must have been something I'm not getting. Could you explain?
I think we should do the waiter thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I guess there's something I don't get. Anyway.
Let me get in character.
Sure. I'm gonna go to like one of the nicer places you've gone to. So be like you're like nice. I'm on for a night out.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Let's wait. Can we be in like an era? Can we be at the Newsroom Cafe, which has been?
Well, let's just do like what's real right now, because I want to see what it would really be. So
Okay.
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
Okay. Well, okay.
Great. Welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get you?
Hi, Carlos. Is Juan here today?
Yes.
Okay. Well, can he come out?
He's working the churros right now, but I could tell him you said you want a double portion.
Okay.
What can I get you? You want your Sprite and what else?
May I please have a Sprite, medium?
Yes.
And I will take one Baja Chalupa. Even though I know you guys discontinued the Baja sauce, I'm just saying it for old time's sake.
So then what? Then what? Since we don't have that.
May I also have, no, in all seriousness, can I have a bean and cheese burrito? I'll take 2 of those, and I will take I'll take 3 hard shell taco supremes with beans instead of meat, and I will do 1 7-layer nacho. And
would you like the tacos fresco style, or do you want the cheese?
I'll go fresco style today. Thank you.
That's gonna be good for you.
Thank you.
For
and
your stomach.
That's all.
All right, and you said a medium Sprite and winked. What you meant was a whole bunch of large Sprites?
Yes.
Is Sprite your favorite drink?
A Sprite is here's the thing. As a child, I wasn't allowed to have caffeine. You're sleeping. And so I had to have Sprite.
Why couldn't you have caffeine? Because it would make you behave a certain way?
It would make, yeah.
What would you get? Like,
I would get crazier.
Oh. Man, my dad is right. You are so cute.
Thank you.
Does Dave wake up in the morning, take off his mask,
He
and
does
look
not
at you?
wake up in the
Oh
morning.
no, is he okay? Does he ever look at you and say, "I'm the luckiest fucking guy in the whole dang world"?
No, I usually wake, actually a couple days ago, like I usually wake up like hours before him, and sometimes like he'll wake up and it looks like I'm staring at him and he gets really uncomfortable, but no, he doesn't. I'm out of bed by the time he's awake. He sleeps really late, so we kind of live different schedules.
What time do you wake up?
In the 7 to 9 range. How about you?
It really depends on what time I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So how are we going to do a podcast where we do this all the time?
I don't know.
Really?
No, I actually do know.
Is it going to be good? Should people be excited about this?
Yeah.
Because they love this dynamic where they don't know, are we brother, sister? Are we exes?
Well, wait, by the way, I do want to get to that, but your dad said like, oh, he wants us to do a movie together. Literally, I was in a musical theater dance class, and in the middle,
we know.
in the middle of my class, I texted you that I really wanted to do like a dance sketch with you, and you.
I would love it, but I don't want to do a sketch. I want to do like the real thing.
Okay.
We should go on Dancing with the Podcasters.
Okay. Wait.
Ooh, what if we did a Dancing with the Podcasters instead of the stars?
But
we were 2 of the judges.
That would be hard for me to sit still and watch untalented dancers.
Well, that's kind of like when a lot of us watch you do stand up. What is she doing?
I did very well at the last show that we did together.
You really are so funny. I think you have so much to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This episode is sponsored by BlueChew. Esther.
Rick.
Have you ever been with a man who gets
Why?
When a long time, how about this? Do you know any women?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, a lot of times guys will get packages for their penis, and the package comes and it says, "This is for the guy's penis" on the package. And now all the neighbors know this guy's getting penis packages. Well, guess what? Guess what BlueChew doesn't do? They don't send you a package that on the package it says, "This package is for this guy's Johnson." They send a discreet package. Am I wrong? Also, do they send it from New Zealand or from Mexico or from Ireland? No. BlueChew is made right here in the US of A.
BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
I'm saying you could do any of the things you want with a boner. That's the great thing about being a guy in this day and age. You know, recently there's been a lot of movement, and I'm all for it, about pro-women and women's empowerment.
Where are you going with this?
I'm saying that if you want your boner pills made in the USA, discreetly packaged, you can eat them anytime you want, BlueChew is the way to go.
BlueChew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try BlueChew free when you use our promo code HAT, H-A-T, at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code HAT. To receive your first month free, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank BlueChew for sponsoring this episode.
We're getting good at ads together. You know what we're getting used to? We're used to bickering and playing, but now we're getting used to being pros. We're getting used to being professional together.
Is this part of an ad?
The lower third went away, so this is between this ad and BirdDogs. This is just a little BTS for our audience.
Because I've always been good at ads, but it's cute that you're catching up.
Funny. The way how you brought yourself up to bring me down. Let's see how good you are with BirdDogs. Lower third, now. Esther, I love seeing you in shorts, but usually shorts don't fit your body type well.
No, I do struggle with finding a good fit.
Same.
Yeah. Let's talk about BirdDogs.
What a perfect transition. Sometimes you could wear shorts and your body smells and you're sweating because your shorts don't have that brand new technology.
That's right. And BirdDogs stretch khaki shorts are designed to fit slimmer through the thigh and leg, giving you a truly sculpted look.
Look at that moisture wicking technology in that slim ass leg. I just don't know how they do it. Maybe it's proprietary.
What's so amazing about BirdDogs, which this is why people who listen to our podcast know about this and other people don't, is that BirdDogs shorts do the exact same thing as Lululemon, but fit way better. They fit better than regular shorts that are made of a stiff, restricting cotton. BirdDogs fix this issue by inventing cloud knit fabric that looks just like khaki.
Wait, BirdDogs? I honestly thought that was a thing that NASA invented for astronauts for them to feel safe in space. BirdDogs actually invented that technology?
Yeah, so BirdDogs, they invented cloud knit fabric.
Yeah, I know cloud knit fabric. CNF. That stuff is insane.
BirdDogs uses anti-stink sweat wicking fabric that keeps you cool and dry all day long.
And that's especially important during these summer months when you're down there stinks and sweats.
When you're down there stinks. If you ever look me in the eyes and say that again, I'm going to be so happy. Go to birddogs.com.
Down there stinks. Okay. Go to birddogs.com/hat.
Or enter promo code
HAT. What do you get? They just give you like $1 off?
A free Yeti style tumbler with your order.
Those things are so expensive. Do you know what my favorite kind of tumbler is? Honest to goodness.
Yeti style.
Yeti style.
I don't know if I can say this in the ad, but one time I was doing a scene with Margot Robbie and I noticed that she had a Yeti tumbler. And ever since then, I've really liked them.
Keep it in.
That's birddogs.com/hat or promo code HAT for a free Yeti style tumbler. You won't want to take your BirdDogs off. We promise you.
What's up, boogers? Is that what they're called? What are our people called?
Oh, I think you said mine are called blanks. But we should have a together name.
Yeah, should it be like have a timers?
That seems like it makes sense. Timers?
Timers, I don't
know.
know.
I know. Yeah.
What should our thing be?
Things?
Blobs.
Friends? Best friends?
What's up? Also, we don't need to force it.
Yeah, it'll come up organically.
We could have this could be a great opportunity for people to submit what they think our fan army name should be.
Okay.
So we're going to be answering advice. We're going to be debating topics. If you have something you want to submit, any questions or anything you want to tell us, send an email. Oh, look at that at the bottom of the screen. But for the audio only, where do they go?
Have a time to
TOO
at gmail.com.
That's HAVEATIMETOO at gmail.com. Submit your video, submit your questions, submit your fan army names. And hell, you might get a chance to be on one of the biggest podcasts that Esther and I have.
And also, debate topics are great, but whatever, he said it, so you know what to
What's
do.
an example of debate topics?
Just anything that we would probably disagree on.
So they would send in something like flat or sparkling water.
Yeah, or like a blanket statement that I don't know, this for them, they're the geniuses.
Yeah, but you got to give people a comp sometimes.
I didn't think of one before I started talking.
Okay, here's a great debate topic. When you're asking people to submit things, should we give them an example or should we just say they're smart, they'll figure it out?
Okay.
That's something to debate.
Okay, we'll do that on the
Great.
next
And if you
episode.
want us to debate that, email that in to haveatime2, TOO@gmail.com. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. And as always, thanks a lot for watching as always. My name's Rick Glassman.
Have a time. As always, have a time.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ah.
And I'm Esther, the most beautifulest girl in this room.
And we are the Blobs. Somebody knows. Somebody everything you do goes on. Somebody your office in there. Email don't only comes haveatime2@gmail.com. Swipe.
Hey, it's me. Thank you for listening to this show in better or in worse. I'm a stand-up comedian and I'm on tour. The Dream Without a Dream tour. And I will be in New York City, July 19th through 23rd.
24th.
I come back on the 24th, but the last show is on the 23rd. Those are almost sold out. Get your tickets if you're coming. I will also be in Oxnard, DC, Boston, Madison, and a lot more. Get tickets at EstherOnIce.com. Remember when we had a show idea, Inheritance?
When I had a show that I wrote with John that we were putting you in? Yes, I do remember that. Are you tying yourself to that?
I thought that was our thing.
Yeah, we wrote it.
Oh, I didn't know you wrote it.
You wrote it. I actually came across it. I tried to find it again and I couldn't. I came across it, I don't know, 3 years ago so, laughing out loud reading it.
Really?
Yeah, it was really funny. I showed it to John and I was like, dude, this is actually really funny. He's like, no shit, man. Everything we do is funny.
Yeah, you guys are funny. Well, I feel like we should revisit that at some point.
Yeah. So tell me, what's the hot goss with Trash Tuesday?
There's no hot gossip.
Oh, there's some hot gossip.
What the fuck?
There's some hot gossip.
What's the hot goss with your hot girlfriend? I mean, me.
You know, you were pretending you're my girlfriend the same way you order a medium Sprite. So let's talk about what we're doing here, because I don't know, this is our first time we're renting a space. We're trying some stuff out. We're figuring out what we're doing.
Yeah, you and I have been communicating more than typical. Like, we've been on phone calls and stuff over the last...
I thought you were going to list things, but...
Go ahead.
No, you said phone calls and then stuff. I wasn't sure. But yeah, we've been talking about doing this and figuring this out and finding out what this is. And I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to suggest now, because there's a couple of things we want to do in this podcast. And a lot of it is going to be interacting with your fans. And then some of them that just tolerate me.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so bad for you.
Whatever. You're the funny one.
Okay.
You are. Watch. Say something. Say something funny.
Pee pee poo poo.
I was just thinking about something I did the other day. But we're gonna have people submit questions like, how did Esther go from, being just this kind of girl who has branded herself as being around pretty people to actually becoming one of the most pretty comedians out there.
Yeah.
And
I don't care if you're joking. I agree.
Joking? No.
Oh.
That's why it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you go up there and you tell your jokes where you're like, oh, I'm so ugly and I'm not good at anything. And we're all like, yeah, kind of. But also with that attitude. I also don't like how different it is for guys and girls. I'll talk in comedy, but this is bigger than comedy. This is bigger than the entertainment business.
It's bigger than us.
Yeah, it is. And that is so much about what a woman does isn't first about that thing. You go up on stage and people are looking at what you look like and how you dress and how you hold yourself. They're almost casting you before listening to your really strong, unique point of view. So what is it that you do to kind of go up there and be like, hey guys, I'm here with my parents because I can't do this alone. And I want you to hear my jokes that I've been doing for 15 years, basically the same jokes, just changing some of the stuff around.
That's untrue. I don't do any of the same jokes anymore.
Then could I have your I'm half Jewish, half regular?
You can't have that.
You still do
that
it?
one I'll still do when I'm in a very new environment and need just a quick.
Do you want to do it now for the people that don't know it?
I'm half Jewish, half regular.
Is that how you do it?
No, you were asking me a fucking, I thought, sincere question.
I'm doing it again. I'm being a guy again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It is really hard.
How'd you get here, by the way?
To this place?
Yeah.
I drove.
You drove?
Myself, yeah.
Dave makes your car payments?
No.
You do?
Your
parents?
I bought my car outright. I don't even have payments. I waited so long to get a car that...
Who pays your insurance?
Me.
Good.
Yeah, but I am on Dave's State Farm account. But everyone makes me pay my portion.
Makes you?
Yeah.
So you go up on stage and like, what do you do? How do you battle that bullshit fucking agenda that this world has?
Well, can I actually say something for serious? Which is that
No.
when I started comedy, like a lot of guys would give you the advice like, don't look good on stage. And I feel like it's completely changed now where like you have to look good on stage.
Right. So what did you do then when you weren't, versus what you do now?
I would wear like sweatpants and definitely never ever show any kind of skin. I know it's very similar. I haven't really upgraded that much, but
they said don't look good on stage.
Yeah, like because some comedians, like if they would show their midriff and people would be like, don't do that. You don't want them to think you're hot. Like you want them to just think
that's kind of the case for guys too. And also, yeah, I feel like they'll never really be an issue. First time I saw you, you were having one of those late night guys spit in your mouth.
That wasn't I remember the first time I saw you, I was with Boone, who I think passed away.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Tina Turner did.
Okay, that is really funny, but people don't understand.
Explain.
But Boone...
Also, really?
Oh. That's what I heard. Boone was a homeless man who hung out at the comedy store and a comedian and performer. And I actually don't know what their gender was specifically.
But dressed as Tina Turner and always did.
Yeah, and became a very close friend of mine. Boone would sell things.
How close if you don't even know his or her gender?
Well, I'm saying that, like, looking back, we don't know what gender Boone identified as because Boone was very feminine. And Boone and I had this similar taste in guys. And Boone reminded me a little bit of my grandma. Just kind of like the attitude.
Oh, right. He always liked Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Click-Clack, you would call him, right?
Yeah, we like the same guys. But we met you together, and I do.
Really?
Yeah, and Boone was like, and I was like, because you were tall.
Boone, I always know he liked me.
Yeah,
he would wear shirts and put my name on it.
Yeah, Boone liked you. So.
Oh my gosh, that's really. What makes you think that he passed?
Someone said that, and I have not seen him since COVID.
Yeah, I haven't seen so many people since COVID, but right.
But the one that was homeless and didn't look well is not.
I would tell you something. If we find out that Boone's around, I think Boone would be a great co-host for us.
I would do anything for
sincerely.
And with Boone. Same. And people, when I started stand-up, would literally pull me aside and be like, why are you talking to that person? Like, you should be talking to comedians. You should be networking. Boone was
like a staple. I always thought we would always be talking to him, and you'd always be selling stuff.
People would make me feel bad that was my friend. Why'd you blow?
There was I just smelled your breath.
Is that...
There was a little thing.
No.
I was blowing it away. Well, that's really a bummer. Did you ever buy any of his stuff?
A lot of. I still have so much stuff from Boone.
You would just steal stuff from people and sell it from $1 to $5, right?
Yeah. Oh. Well, it fell off trucks.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. But what was really crazy is right after Michael Jackson died, he had all these like original vintage Michael Jackson t-shirts. And so I got some of those, but now obviously you can't really wear them.
Why? What happened? Because...
No.
What did Michael Jackson do?
Well, it kind of depends.
But didn't Michael Jackson do those things before you found out about him? I mean, before they became like really popular? Like you knew that back then. Everyone knew it.
No, actually.
It just wasn't trending.
It was no, don't you dare.
It seems like the only reason you don't like Michael Jackson now is because other people think that
No, it's because I saw the documentary.
And you didn't know all that?
Did you?
I knew it then as much as I know it now. I don't know anything,
really?
But I was aware of that stuff.
I think I was too young and naive to believe something that I just heard in passing.
Right.
Whereas now I feel like since living in LA for like 14 years, now I kind of know when you hear a rumor like that or something.
Oh, you know when you hear a rumor it's true? I hear so many rumors.
I said kind of know. You know what I mean? Like.
It's okay.
Like when certain actors are like secretly...
What about when Marilyn Manson removed a rib so he could blow himself? Do you know that to be true? Do you remember that rumor?
I remember it. I'm going to say that one is not true.
Well,
Is
Marilyn,
it?
come on in. I don't believe that's true. Imagine getting rid of a rib so you could blow yourself. I've heard that people have bought you ribs so you blow them. We'll be right back.
I really love ribs. I'm really actually.
Pork?
I really would prefer not to, but like I would, right?
Right.
Like if
So
they were in front of me, you know?
That might be fun. We could do episodes
some
where we
ribs.
put ribs in front of you and see how long you can go before you.
No, there's this chain in Chicago called Carson's.
That's all you had to say is there's a chain in Chicago. And you have a punch card to it.
I really miss it, but my parents won't take me there anymore because they turned vegan.
What vegetables do you eat that
Coleslaw.
that aren't what would you eat from the ground?
Potato.
No, I said what would you eat from the ground, not what do you identify as.
What do you eat? You're literally were glazing over. You had like a night of no self-control where you ate donuts out of the
I'll
garbage.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Out of the garbage.
Oh, maybe I'm projecting.
I'm trying out new laughs. Can we make sure that her audio's off?
No, don't do that.
I eat really well. I try to.
You have gluten weekends? Is that what you said?
So I try to avoid gluten. I've been for a couple of years, or limit it because
You know, I have a bit about like men who avoid men, like no one wants to fuck men with dietary restrictions.
What were you talking about, my beautiful girlfriend? Go ahead.
No, go. Okay, keep going.
I've noticed that.
Do you ever chew your drinks?
No.
You should try it.
Mm-mm.
I can't take a swallow without chewing.
Right. That tracks. I've heard that Dave told me that you would want to, especially when you first got started, foreplay, do stuff like whipped cream and stuff on his body, and he always thought it was kinky, but then later he realized you just can't do anything unless there's sugar involved. Hey, do you think maybe it might be fun if we put some General Tso's chicken on your nipples? So gluten, I've noticed, I have very Jewish joints, and gluten, I've noticed, does causes some inflammation in my joints. Which, by the way, here's some stuff for people who, a lot of people don't know about this. Gluten sensitivity isn't just about people with celiac disease or the stomach. A lot of times you may not notice it. It might be an intolerance or even less than, but it does cause inflammation. And some people are more sensitive to inflammation.
You would be so good. I'm not kidding you.
Gentle.
As a doctor in the Midwest.
Specifically in the Midwest. Yeah, because those fucking people aren't around the same types of information we are. So when they hear, because we're also around so many people that are like, okay, it's like too much.
Okay, I'm already
so there's a lot of
lost.
health conscious people out here.
Yeah.
And there's good and bad with that. There's real information and there's like, okay, information. So you have to kind of find your own way. There is the stereotype of these types of people is people who are like, are you pretending that you're drinking your Sprite? Wait, what does that act out? You try to sleep. Man,
What?
What is your thing? Because it's likable because you're easy. Like you're easy to make fun of. You're okay with it. Your ego only happens if you're worried about like the way you look or the way other people see you. But you don't care how I see you, so it's easy.
Right. No, I wouldn't. Yes.
But what is your thing? Should we talk about gluten and eating or no?
No, I like this better.
Right. What is your like value add in comedy?
I wish I knew. Because if I knew, then I...
You not knowing how to play.
No, it's honestly, I'm having a hard day because my hair is greasier than it usually is.
I wouldn't say that. Don't be so hard on yourself.
But anyways, you want to be a doctor. I do think
No.
you should be a dentist in the Midwest. I think like,
I was.
yeah.
Didn't work out.
What happened? You touched somebody the wrong way?
No. I don't think I've ever touched anybody the wrong way.
Oh.
Before I touch anybody, I go, how do you like to be touched? And why? Before I make love to somebody, I will...
Oh, do you really like that phrase?
Do I like the phrase?
Yeah.
I think it describes the thing. I'm not partial to that phrase, but I do think there's a difference between making love and eating. Some people come from penetration, some from clitoral stimulation, some come just from a nice rack of ribs. But what I'm saying is, yes, it is nice to make love sometimes.
To a rack of ribs.
Again, I'm not talking about dining out.
Okay.
I'm talking about eating out.
In this episode, you said fooled around and make love, and both are just ugh to me.
Yeah, so there's been times where I've talked about
What do you hold?
I'm just trying to cover at least with one of my eyes. Just so I could focus. There's a clip from when we did this the first time where I was making a joke about a girl blowing me, and you're like, oh, and you didn't like that, and now the clean thing you didn't like. Meanwhile, on Trash Tuesday, you're just talking about getting off the plane and getting your snatch licked. You're the dirtiest. Honestly, you're a fucking monster, and that's okay because that's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I say getting my dick sucked or making love, whatever it is, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
I don't know what I want you to say.
Right, because it's...
But I know when you say one that I don't like. So you could keep trying.
Something just happened that's happened before, and if we're lucky, it'll happen again because that means we're keeping doing this. We play a lot, and we make jokes, and I'm often reminded how much of just fucking, you just shut it down. Like I have... this is a strength and a weakness of mine. I am able to be myself despite the other person, right? So I could keep going, and that I really love that about myself.
I do like that in a person, not in you, but in a person.
Right. Very, very, very mid-level, that's very you. Like, oh, okay, there's a joke there, but she didn't find it. Want to try your mom now? Maybe she could help. So there's you don't offer me anything, but that's okay because I could do this by myself. But then, why am I going to be splitting the profits with you? You're nothing. You're not. You know what you are? You're a canvas for me to paint on, and I'm limited. I'm limited to what your canvas is.
Uh-huh.
If I were to paint on your canvas,
yeah,
I better not say make love.
Well, no, you can. But should I just sit here idly?
What would you call making love? Have you ever made love to David? I'm sorry. Have you ever laid there while David made love to you?
I don't like the phrase make love. I think it's like...
What do you do? Do you get fucked?
Ew, Rick!
What do you do?
How are you not...
Other than eating ribs, how do you come? How do you come?
S-E-X.
Oh, but you have to spell it.
Yes.
Got it.
God.
Did you talk dirty?
Yeah.
Let me hear.
Hey. By the way, you heard me this week when you called me in the morning and I answered and you accused me of having a phone sex voice.
Yeah. Hey.
No.
Hey.
I was confused and I gave you my good morning Dave voice on accident, which is good morning.
Right. Which is probably also how you order at a restaurant.
Hello. I'll take a McRib.
What's it like to when it's dirty talk? What is it? Is it you say what do you want for dinner?
Do you talk dirty?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Say, give me your butt. Put your boobs in my butt.
No, but I mean, look, we're dancing around this, but obviously the conversation leading up to what you're having for dinner is really very hot and fun.
I don't remember what we're talking about.
Oh.
What conversation leading up to dinner?
I know you're saying dirty talk, and I do dirty talk with
right,
sex.
so it really is that. It really is talking about what you want for dinner. That really is how you do dirty talk.
That is totally a hot and energized conversation in my household where it's
while you're having sex?
No, not during sex, but let's say we're on a WALK, and in case there was a dog in the room.
There is.
My name
and she is Woof.
They're maybe we're on a WLK, it's 5 o'clock. We'll be so are we gonna have that talk? And they'll be yeah. Like
Dave will go, yeah.
And then we'll talk about what's for dinner.
Right. Do you do it ever sexually? Like, what do you want for dinner? Are you hungry?
I should. That would
Mommy's
be fun.
thirsty.
Daddy's hungry. Do you like? Do you have like a hot dinner conversation with your partner?
You know, it's funny that you say partner too, because that was another word when I referred to a partner. We've talked about this before, but
wow.
the first time we podcasted, first or second, you didn't like that I said partner. You just judge these words and then you adopt them.
I love. You know what's really fucking scary? Do you know what is?
I guess we're gonna promote us their special. Go ahead.
Do you know what is so scary to me right now?
Oh, I like this energy. I feel like a bird's gonna come.
My God.
I'm in. Go ahead.
I'm so scared. The fact that throughout this whole episode, you've brought up like 3 things from the past. Like I literally feel like since I've seen you, you've been like stewing over these things and like.
What, could you try doing that without mentioning a food? You've been like beef stewing and like I feel like you're so cold. You're like ice cream.
Like, why are these things so fresh, chicken, on your mind?
That's funny, but I know you don't eat fresh food. So like it's like I feel like I'm frazzled. I'm just deep fried Oreos.
Oh,
of course you do.
Fair.
I can answer that honestly, and you're gonna make jokes. My mind does work a certain way.
Oh, you must be really special. It works a certain way. You must be different than everybody else. Is it? Yeah. Mommy must have told you were special.
Yeah. More so, she would do this. Biggest boy takes a duty.
I want that.
What's that?
Do that for me. Okay.
Could have used it. I have my sense of memory comes up to things when pretty easily when something contradicts something.
Oh, so you're like looking for a little lie.
No, because it's not.
You want to be crossed.
It's not only a negative thing. It's just when something like.
When is a positive contradiction? What's
it's
an example of that?
not just contradiction. It's not just contradictions, but it's the same thing. For example, when we were coming here, when we were making jokes about what restaurant, I remember that you said you came to one of the podcasts having just eaten Taco Bell and you had a stomach ache and you had to go poop.
Oh, I do remember that. So I did not have to go poop. I mean,
if this were a different podcast, I would cut to it, but I literally have footage of you halfway through the episode going to take a dump.
I wasn't dumping. I was peeping.
Okay, you took a 6-minute pee. But like when
you're so obsessed with me and like going.
No, this is your mean girl thing.
You know it's true. You're like so into my like bowel area. It's weird.
Yeah.
Do you have that? Like, is that a thing you're into?
I look at people as a thing. Like I look at you as a huge piece of shit. So it only makes sense to think, where is this all birthed? Right? Like I look at other people and they make me think of like orchids.
Uh-huh.
I look at you and I think of a big steaming pile of shit.
That's fine. That's nature. You know what? You can't have orchids without shit.
I've been saying it for weeks. And there is our first piece of merch. You can't have orchids and it would be a picture of me without shit. And it'll just be a picture of shit. And we just write in parentheses Esther underneath it.
I'm fully fine with that if it's on a nice soft shirt.
Yeah. This shirt is so...
Look at you. You're getting really excited again talking about the shirt.
I get excited when I talk about things I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like clothes, I'm a comfort baby. I think you could concede to this, right? You want to look good, but not over comfort? Or are you willing to make yourself uncomfortable to look good?
No, I'm not willing to be uncomfortable.
Got to be comfortable.
Good. Yeah.
Adam Sandler lifestyle. You got to be comfortable. If you find something comfortable that's also cool, better make it into merch.
That is a high level like achievement. Comfortable, but also looking cute is ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that more comes so with your body.
Explain?
Yeah. You take a Russell Westbrook or a LeBron James and you just put him in like just a baggy, nice shirt and like some whatever shorts and they just look like a cool athletic, like fucking look cool. You look cool. But when like, and I'll group myself in this with Sandler, Brent Morin, Sheldon Morin always calls me Sandler because I dress like that. Like I
love Brent.
We should have him on sometime.
Yeah.
We're going to do guests sometime.
We are?
Yeah. I mean, I can't carry this the entire time. So we talked about this briefly, but we didn't say this yet, which is we want people to be submitting videos and stuff. I don't even have, I haven't set this up yet.
This was just kind of like a warm-up episode.
Yeah, but if we end up putting this out there, let's get it sooner
we
than
are.
later.
No, we are.
So submit stuff. So we don't have an email yet, but we'll put it in the description and put it up on the screen, or at least we'll put it in the description. Email videos, don't even know what it is yet, but at least the simple thing for us to go through, maybe pick some. Just any questions. Do you have any guidance for that, or just any questions that you have for Esther and or me?
Yeah, I was also going to say, do we want to ask for like debate topics if they want?
Yeah. Interesting, because so when debating, which is one of my favorite rappers, do you like debate?
Never heard of debate.
Oh, she's good. Her and Debrat used to do this thing but they kept fighting over it and had different points of view. That's kind of a fun joke. We could leave it in, but if I could do it again, I would take it out.
Dad joke alert.
What's wrong with dad jokes?
Just when they're not good, that's what's wrong with them.
When I don't want to give names or talk about too much stuff, but when we were meeting and talking about people that we could work with and stuff, they had let me know how many times you asked them to edit stuff out, all the bad things that you say,
That's
and
not
all the
true.
misses.
That is not true.
But I don't worry about those things because this is who I am.
Yeah.
You don't have people edit out the stuff that you say that doesn't make you look good or funny, or
no, I keep all that in.
Oh, how come you didn't say otherwise when that was brought up the other day?
Oh, because I do on our other podcasts, we have to edit stuff out.
Right. I didn't mean this one that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
Right. Why do you have to edit stuff out?
Because sometimes people on the show talk about real people, and we don't want that in there.
I agree with.
So,
but if there's a topic,
but it seemed like you really right there in that moment felt like you had me, like you were like, you say dumb shit. You know what it? I'm gonna give you grace right now because you made an embarrassing.
I don't give a fuck.
You made an embarrassing joke and you felt shame, and then you had to spin it back on me. Well, you say bad things, so I forgive you.
Thank you. So if people submit topics for things that like you and I share a point of view on, then I don't want to debate that and just like pick a side. I think it needs to be categories, things. So then we go through and we pick, you think this, I think this,
that's
and then
fine.
we debate them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have an issue disagreeing.
No, I know, but I think there's some things we will agree on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we need food. We need a treat. Do you eat dog food?
I have.
Right.
Would you, when we do this show, would you be comfortable scraping my tongue for me, or should we hire someone separate?
I mean, it's not coming out of my money.
Okay.
But you could hire somebody. Do you not have a tongue scraper person yet?
No, not for this show.
How often do you scrape your tongue, and why is it so necessary?
I scrape it every morning and every night. Do you scrape your tongue?
I brush my tongue.
You don't use a scraper?
Sometimes.
Oh.
I don't eat the kind of things you do.
What
was that?
No, like as if I didn't ever.
How many times have you eaten out of the garbage this year? Tell me the truth. Taking something that you threw away that you pulled out of the garbage. Could still be in the wrapper or whatever, or it could have been on the top. Guess.
I don't know.
More or less than 5?
Less than 5, more than 4.
How is that possible? You dumb. No,
but I have definitely. Have you eating out of the garbage though is really not a big deal, but
right.
It is.
Here's your moment. Here's your 5 minutes.
It is. I will say a time where I really didn't want to eat out of the garbage this way was when I.
But you did anyway.
I made cinnamon rolls, and I had set aside the extra icing for the next morning, and then I found out Dave threw it away. But not only did he throw it away, he had taken the trash out.
Oh, he brought you outside?
So I had to go outside and get the icing. So
to be clear, you didn't just take from the trash. You actually went out to the outdoor garbage can to get your icing, which you didn't want to do.
No, I did not want to. I was upset.
Did you eat toaster strudels as a kid? Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Strawberry.
So every now and then I would.
There's never enough icing in that packet.
I would deprive myself a little bit of icing for one of the things so I could have double icing the next one. I would kind of just eat this one and be like, this is okay, so I could have double icing. Did you ever do that?
Okay.
Or let me guess what you did. You threw away 3 toaster strudels per box so you could have double icing. Did you do that? Have you ever done that? Have you ever thrown away toaster strudels because you used double icing and you didn't have the icing for it?
What is more realistic is that my mom ate without icing.
Because you took the extra icing. Did your mom ever go, where's the extra icing? And you were with icing out of your face, just looking at pictures of Justin Timberlake or something and fingering yourself to corn?
I actually.
And by finger yourself to corn, I mean eating corn and fingering yourself.
No, I like Joey Fatone. I didn't like Justin.
Are you like My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
No.
It was good. I rewatched it recently. He's in it.
Oh, he is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like it, but I don't like know. And do you remember the movies you saw if it was more than like 10 years ago?
Yes, and also I know you don't because I know maybe if we can cut to the clip of you talking about how
this is so
Dumb and Dumber isn't a funny movie, and you also said I don't really remember it.
I didn't say that. I was making an argument.
Cut to it.
Wait, whoa. Are you trying to argue that Dumb and Dumber is objectively funny?
What I'm saying is in the same way
That's the movie you chose?
Yeah, it's not the funniest movie in the world, but it's a very funny, big, broad movie.
Okay.
And it's just like,
you don't think there's a ton of smart people right now that will look at that? And I don't remember anything about the movie, but my top of my intelligence guess is that everyone, even in this room right now, would look at that movie today and be like, this is stupid and not funny, and it won't make me laugh out loud.
Okay, then you're pretty.
You said, now I don't really remember it, but from the top of my intelligence, already right there, there's no top of intelligence. I never saw the thing, but from my top of intelligence.
Yes. Can I explain to you what my top of intelligence is in that scenario? It's most comedies from 10 plus years ago are not funny anymore. Okay? That comedies don't age amazing.
We're talking about Dumb and Dumber, not the genetics of the Povitskys. Dumb and Dumber is one of the funniest comedies of all time.
Okay.
Good.
Comedy is
Great.
subjective. So there might be a lot of people who disagree with you.
There's not a lot of people that disagree with me.
There might be.
Leave some comments in the description.
No, I know you got all your little...
I didn't. That was on your channel. Those comments were on your thing.
A clip was going around where all the Glassman boppies were all like, Esther's so stupid, she thinks Dumb and Dumber.
Somebody else posted it.
Regardless, you reposted it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, here we are here.
So...
What are your things? I have Glassman boppers and the Tyso Goblins. What are yours? The McRiblets?
I don't know. They're like, I don't know what, I don't remember. With the Slugs for Trash Tuesday.
No, but for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Go give them a name.
Yeah.
Estheticians?
That's good. No one will know how to spell it. What about because you're little? You're the little sprites.
Little sprites. Wait, that's so cute. I wish that Sprite wasn't like pure sugar because...
No, you don't.
I literally love the name. I love the flavor. I love the colors. Like, I love everything about Sprite.
It's clear, you know?
Except the can. And Sprite.
The way you talk about Sprite is how I talk about comfortable shirts.
And by the way, cranberry Sprite. But I do, you know that brand Olipop? Well, they make like a healthy Sprite. So I've been drinking
yeah,
that.
I do know that.
And
I've been drinking that.
Chewing it.
Yeah, I've been chewing that. Oh my gosh. I don't remember what it was. It was that and there was something else you said that was funny today. You did, what was it? You said something funny.
My deodorant might be working.
What did you say that was funny? Oh, when you winked the Sprite, the Sprite. I'll have a medium. That both funny jokes were about pop. Did you call it pop when you were a kid?
No, I called it soda. What about you? Did you call
I called it pop.
Sneakers or tennis shoes?
Shoes.
That wasn't one of the choices.
Yeah, I think I didn't either. I never.
You didn't say sneakers or tennis shoes?
No, maybe I said tennis shoes. I would say shoes or basketball shoes.
Wait, is it really true? Did you really go to high school with LeBron James?
No, I played with him. Played against him.
How?
Are you Native American?
I might be.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why you look so.
How?
So I was going to say that's why you would figure yourself to corn.
I don't eat a lot of corn anymore.
I know you don't eat vegetables, but what
and
I'm saying
I really
is
cut back on ranch dressing.
that's actually a great shirt. I really cut back on ranch dressing, and then you have like ranch dressing stains, like you know what I mean, fingerprints. Yeah, we just played against him. We had a good basketball team.
I don't understand. Were you guys on the same high school?
No, we were both Northeast Ohio, and they scheduled around playing teams that were really good.
Were they just like a community group?
St. Vincent St. Mary is the basketball team from Akron. That was their school.
So it was a high school.
High school.
So your high school played his high school.
Just in basketball.
Yeah. Okay. Was he really?
A couple times. Yeah. The when we played him my senior year, his junior year, it was a day or two after he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and we played at this Canton Fieldhouse. So it was in front of thousands of people, which I had never experienced then. And the Lakers were in town, so Ron Harper and Shaquille O'Neal came to the game. It was real cool.
To your high school game?
Yeah, the game I was in, but it was because of LeBron.
Yeah. I went to high school. Oh, never mind.
Why can't you say it?
Because you actually are like involved.
I don't get it.
I went, you know the person. I was going to say I went to high school with a Victoria's Secret model.
Okay.
Remember?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Remember the night we were all in bed together?
And I heard you say that, and then you made me leave, which, by the way, is not what happened.
Well, let's save this for,
Sure.
There's a lot there.
Also, yeah, it's interesting to talking about people that aren't involved in it.
No, I know. That's why we don't want to, let's
Sure.
just leave it
And
there.
I remember which Victoria's Secret model you're thinking about, I think, because there's been a few.
Yeah.
That was what you would do if they say, would you like to supersize it? That's how you would. Yeah.
They don't do supersize anymore.
It's funny that you know that. Oh, I think I knew that too, because like they were sued.
Well, it was after Supersize Me, the movie.
Right. So we got people to submit some stuff. We're doing a few of these that we're trying. Who knows how we're posting this yet? We don't need to get into that now.
Yeah,
But,
and I would also just say to the people out there, or whatever you identify as, like, some people are dogs.
We know.
Okay. If you, like, you should really savor this, because as you know from last time, you don't know how long this will go.
That's good. Tell people, make sure people, when we're launching something, make sure they don't get invested. That's good. But this is Rick and Esther Have a Time version 2.
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah. And
Third time's the charm.
So
not this time.
Yeah, the next time we try this.
No, we'll do it this time.
What kind of I don't want to say expectations, but what kind of like goals?
Are you okay? Did you just throw up?
I was just thinking about doing 100 episodes with you. What kind of goals do you have? If we keep doing this, like, what do you want from this? Because you do other podcasts.
So do you.
I have my podcast, but like you do things where like, what do you want from this? But that's like my own separate thing. You already have stuff with your own different teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you want from this? What do you hope comes from this? Like, maybe we could set this so if we get to episode 100, we could look back and be like, wow, we did this or we didn't do this.
I think it would be fun to get into some like real conversations and
where we do stuff like when we're talking, go, yeah, but like, yeah. Where you get excited about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you
go.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm acting.
Yeah, I think I would like to build a relationship with you. I would like to rebuild.
No, I will not make out with you. Remember?
No.
Oh, you don't remember movies from 10 years ago, and all comedies are bad. That's from Billy Madison, which is a bad movie?
No.
Great.
So, why don't you answer? What are your answers?
Do this until either my other podcast...
Popcast? Wait, if you're doing a podcast about pop and I'm not in it, we're
what?
Can I be in it?
Yeah. We'll just have you in the corner.
Drinking Sprite?
Just in an ice bath. With a bubble ice bath. I do like your fans calling you being the Sprites.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the fans of this show.
I think Rick and Esther have a time. The acronym HAT is HAT. So I think we should do something with hats.
Ugh.
Do you smell it? I thought your deodorant was working.
No. The timers. Like old timers. They're just the timers.
Yeah. Whatever.
The have a timers.
Whatever. So you want to build a relationship. Do you want to do a thing where it ends up being like people like us together and we do a tour together where I have you host it or something?
I would be down. Yeah, I would be down to do live shows. I think that could be fun.
That could be fun. So doing a live Take Your Shoes Off podcast, which I'm still up for doing, but it's complicated. It's guest dependent. It's different all the time. But like to have us, if you figure out what to do with the time that you're talking, but that could be a fun thing.
I also feel like I would be into talking about like things going on in the news, like slightly, you know,
right? Like what's going on in the Biden administration right now.
Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Because I do actually think that we have similar interests that we haven't really.
Name a couple.
Food.
Right.
Magnesium supplements.
You know what? True.
So I do think there's things that.
You citrate, baby? Oxide? What do you like?
Glycinate.
Ooh.
But I actually do think I have the citrate gummies.
Yeah. I figured that if you're going to eat magnesium, it's going to be in gummy form.
Yeah. I think that I would like to, if you want me to be, I do think that we're both kind of smart. And so we're on a similar level of intelligence and we could actually have, I know you'll fight it because you don't really fully get how smart I am, but I think we could have interesting conversations.
Should we do conversations where we talk about, where are we going? Actually, yeah, that's fair. Technically, like that kind of stuff.
No.
How do you want to do it? Like, show me what.
Okay, like what I think is, and then you can look here.
Why so insecure?
I'm not in. I honestly, my stomach just.
Right, it's about time for lunch too.
There, now I'm better.
So I have a theme song idea. It goes like this. Rick and Esther have a time. 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 Will you do that and then we'll layer them up and then we have our song?
Sure. Any other expectations to set?
What?
What? No, I thought we were having. Wait a second. I thought we were having a conversation about the plan for the year.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing that so we could layer over it.
Oh.
Do you remember it?
No, I don't.
That's okay. Oh, fuck. We hit an hour. No, fuck it. Let's save it for next time. This was another episode of Rick and Esther Have a Time.
Was it though?
Yeah. So I want to do a commercial now.
Okay.
But to end this episode, thank you or you do it. You want to do it?
Thank you so much to all the little sprites out there. And whether you're a small, medium, large, or a supersize off menu, we'll see you next week.
Wait a minute. After large is supersize off menu? What about the extra larges?
There's no extra large.
Oh, you're talking about fries. I'm thinking like shirt
Sodas.
sizes.
Oh, I was thinking sodas.
Gotcha. Okay. Theme music.